EA Sports, in conjunction with the R&A, present golf's oldest major and the final major championship of the year. Today, from the old course at St. Andrews, live second round coverage of the 150th Open. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. Our leader on this Friday is our featured golfer. He's got a two-shot advantage here to begin play. That one looking good. It's in the fairway here to start round two. Eight feet now for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at one. And fresh off the 65 in round one, he'll move to 1 under for his round today. Here we are now at the second. Always so important to try and establish a good round in these opening holes, Frank.
In the second hole, especially with a prevailing breeze and today's modern equipment, the odd player has actually driven this green, but you really see the tone of the golf course. The middle of the golf course is protected. There's a series of bunkers down there, but the left is always the safe side of the golf course, but it's the best line to play your second shot from.
Oh, that is squeezing every inch of distance out of the golf swing. That was as powerful as you're going to see. Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway. And this is looking really good.
Well, no surprise. We've already seen some great iron shots this week, but that is another one.
Shouldn't be much in this for birdie. Yes, can't ask for a better start to a round than this. It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2. And he's got it to 2 under for the round, 9 under now for the tournament. On the tee box here at the third now, Frank, all these holes look relatively straightforward. Can a golfer get lured in a kind of a false sense of security off the tee here at the old course?
No, well, you can. This hole, the third hole, even shorter than the second, so reachable. But a lot of people tend to bail out towards the left. That's the middle of the golf course. And that leaves you a devilish little pitch or short wedge across that big gaping bunker that protects both the third and the 15th green. So once again, want to drive the ball down the right side, but there's a series of pot bunkers there.
that is poetry in motion right there. What a golf swing, and a big drive as well. So from a tight lie this, he is second from just short of the green. Seven feet now for birdie. Nah, missed it left. That's a letdown. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll maintain that 4-shot lead. Frank, a much more difficult hole here at the fourth at the old course.
Yeah, that new championship tee has really made for a very hard par 4. Two ways to play it. Down the right, that's a very, very narrow strip of fairway. Most will go to the left side, a little more conservative. But either way, tough second shot.
And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grab. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
131 all the way to the flag today. And that wind is herring from left to right, so you need to factor that in as you start this ball.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he's into double figures now at 10 under par. Hole number 5 of the first par 5 we've seen today. This fairway looks like it narrows quite a bit, Frank. Are you thinking eagle when you step up onto the tee?
Well, you could, especially if you've got a little bit of breeze behind you, but it's quite wide in the driving area with the exception of those 3 bunkers on the right that just sort of pop out. But if you can get it past those, this par 5, very reachable.
Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Wow, Frank, how about that shot to this par 5?
Incredible, Rich.
Knock this one in, and that will have been a perfectly played hole with 2 superb shots to this point. Oh, yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. Now to the 374-yard par 4 6th, another scoring opportunity.
Just be very careful of the wind conditions here because that'll affect the strategy off the tee, but bunkers left and right to be avoided.
And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second to this par 4. That is absolutely fine. Now this for another birdie. Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. And he'll move to 13 under par for the tournament. One of the really beautiful aspects of playing links golf is you're oftentimes aiming at something so far off in the distance. Maybe it's a church steeple, or in this case, maybe it's a little left of the flag at number 11, and we're playing the 7th hole. The key, you want to avoid that shell bunker, which is short of the putting surface. And that was flirting with disaster the whole way, and it's going to wind up hopping into the bunker. Now this, an awkward distance for a bunker shot.
That was a great shot. That was tricky.
He's been automatic on this front side. This for birdie. Oh, that just skirts the outside edge. That's a tough break. Had been automatic, but not that time. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. The 8th hole at 166 yards is not long, but you can see it has that bunker guarding the front of the green. If you do not clear that, you're in a world of trouble. I mean, this is a clinic in how to play the game. Just keep everything hole high, give yourself a look for birdie, and that's what he'll have coming up. Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th. And he's got it to 14 under par. Bunkers, bunkers, and more bunkers. So this hole's only 347 yards as we close out this front side with the par 4 9. They're called Bose's and end hole bunkers, and they're right in the middle of the fairway. So it's all about the tee shot, putting it in a good spot. If you do, you're walking out of here with a 3, or you could knock it on and maybe bump one in, putt one in for an eagle. I mean, that is a sight to behold. What a spectacular shot we just saw on the par 4 with a drive in 1. Well, this one is looking good. Could it be? Oh, just short. But that is mission accomplished there. Very well done. Easy as can be. It's a tap-in birdie here for 9th. And that'll wrap up a front side that was absolutely a thing of beauty. How about 8 under 28? Starting off the backside here at St. Andrews with the 340-yard par 4 10th, named in honor of the great Bobby Jones, 1927 Open champion and 1930 amateur champion. Right center off the tee, ideal here. The fairway narrows around 280 yards, but the green is drivable. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. So a big drive and not much needed to carry here for his second. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. We turn to Notabegay III for this look at birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he's going to maintain that substantial lead. Hole number 11, the Eden, is really the finest medium-length one-shotter in all of golf, isn't it, Frank?
Well, this hole's been copied by many an architect for the reasons why it's normally very, very difficult to make a hole of this length, or should I say this short, so difficult. But they've managed to do that here at Eden with that Strath bunker in the front and the severe sloping on either side of that bunker.
That can really be brutal, can it?
It certainly does. And if you have any doubt there, you'll come unstuck at 11.
The pace was okay, but that needed to be started a bit further out to the right. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll remain well in control of this tournament. Frank, from this vantage point here at the 12th, you can see why the old course, St. Andrews, are so iconic in the sport.
Yeah, this is a fun hole as we start to sort of head back to the village of St. Andrews. Hole's called Heathery. There's a big crop of heather on the left, and there's 4 little pot bunkers that are in the middle of this fairway, so you've really got to be cognizant of those. But Good time to take the head cover off if you're a long hitter, and then you've only got to worry about that one pot bunker just short of the green.
And now, problems there for our leader. That ball into the very thick stuff here off the tee. It'll take some effort from this buried light, but a chance now to still reach this green in two.
And for a short little shot, the heavy rough certainly makes things more difficult because the rough gets between the club face and the ball. But not bad, all things considered.
Okay, that'll help the cause. It's a birdie here at number 12. And he continues to just build up a massive lead for the weekend. Now to the par 4 13th, and again, Frank, it's all about avoiding the bunkers.
Yeah, another hole that forces you to go either right or left of something that you can see. The two bunkers called the coffins right up ahead. You can also go beyond those, and if you do, then you've got a much shorter shot in, but you've got to avoid those fairway bunkers. They are very costly.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
134 yards left to the flagstick today. Pin, front right, it's a sneaky one.
Oh, that's an excellent decision too, because you've got to know where to land it on this green. You land in the right spot as we just saw, and that ball takes all the contours, and it's always going to finish up close.
Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And he's just continuing to pour it on here on this Friday. Frank, the 14th is a big par 5, chance to make a big move, but also possibility of making a big number if you're not careful.
Yeah, you've got to be very aware of the out of bounds on the right side, even though it does move to the right. Ideal tee shot is down the right side that gets very close to that, because then that opens up the second shot and keeps that tee shot away from that crop of bunkers called the birdies. There's a big cross bunker up ahead that has to be avoided for the second shot. If you're long enough, you can reach this par 5 and 2, but this green with so many undulations that it is anything other than flat.
That is made to measure right there, right in the center of the fairway. Almost a great shot, just missed it a fraction to the right of this green here at the par 5.
Yeah, a bit of chip and a putt, still make 4.
absolutely can do no wrong. Dialed in, and that is an eagle, and this is a spectacular round of golf. Frank, the 15th here at the Old Course, just a classic example of links golf, where you might be aiming for something that isn't even on the golf course.
Exactly. There's a nice line there in between the two humps that you can see in front of you off the tee. If you keep looking down, you'll see the church steeple. That's the perfect line for the tee shot. Got to be careful with the second shot coming up. You see the 16th tee and out of bounds to the right of this green, and that little pot bunker that protects the front.
That one up the right side.
Now that was 50-50 off the tee. Rough, fairway. I guess it was more than 50-50. Fairway's fine. Good approach shot. And birdie putt coming up. That approach shot just a little right, little short.
Chance now for another birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
That's a bit offline, and it'll leave a good 4 feet coming back. Yeah, well done. That's in for par. And he's going to stay at 19 under par. Headed for home now, partner. The 16th hole, and what are we looking at here?
Well, you have to avoid the principal's nose. Otherwise, you're going to finish up in the principal's office.
Frank, the 16th hole, famous for the principal's nose, and I can't help but think of Mrs. Hartman from 4th grade.
Well, I don't know
she
how,
didn't like us.
I don't know how Mrs. Hartman would have played this hole, but she would have been wary of the out of bounds on the right. And that's why the general consensus is you not only avoid the principal's nose, but you hit the tee shot a little bit further left. It might lengthen the hole, but it is certainly the more prudent strategy.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Call it 74 yards here as he's set for his second. Maybe not what you're hoping for from that number, but no damage. It's on the green. Those are painful when you come up that short of the hole. Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16, and he'll stay right where he is. Well, this is simply put one of the most unusual and difficult par fours in the entire world of golf. You know it as the road hole. They don't come any more famous than this. Iconic, 455 yards, par 4 17th. Do you know any other par fours where you have to carry a hotel? Well, this is the one. And then when you get up by the green, there's that little road and that little wall where so much history has unfolded. I'll tell you what, that swing, absolutely perfect. And a good result as well. Now note his second from the fairway.
Looking at 104 yards to the front, 106 gets to the hole. Have to calculate the wind coming from right to left.
Well, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say with that. With a short wedge in hand, you'd expect that certainly be much closer than that.
Not only a long putt, but a bending putt. Strong right to left in this one. They'll be very pleased just to get this one within a couple of feet. This is a 16-footer. Oh yeah, worth an exhale there. That's a good par save here at 17. And he'll remain right where he is. Frank, you stand on the tee here at 18, and history is staring you right in the face.
Yeah, you have the Rusacks Hotel on the right, the Dunvegan over the back, the R&A building. Just standing there, you're reminded of how far this great game has come, and all these hundreds of years, I guess, in the future, and where will the game be then?
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second.
Shame, good opportunity, but that ball just sailed on by.
Okay, on the putting surface, but work to do from there. Now this for another birdie.
And this certainly would be a bonus if it goes in. You just need to make sure you get it there and give yourself a chance. Never up, never in.
Oh yeah, bottom of the barrel for birdie here at 18. And that is officially going to do it. It's a round of 59. Well, it's a tournament full of storylines, but our featured golfer here on top of that famous yellow leaderboard after 36 holes at this Open Championship.
Claret jug, I mean, it looms